So Move to It was one of those tracks that performed exceptionally well on Spotify. It got almost 8,000 streams a day, which has never happened to me before. It got a lot of algorithmic push, obviously combined with the marketing strategy I'm using. But because of this great performance and it almost hitting 200,000 streams on Spotify, I thought I want to give you guys a breakdown video of that song because I think it will be a service for you guys to understand how I made the song. Also a little bit about how I marketed the song in the end of the video. So make sure to watch this whole video until the end and enjoy. This track starts with this very typical synth. This is basically the chord progression that I wrote. Usually in house music, I usually write patterns which goes for 4 bars, but in this case, I don't know, I changed this pattern up a lot of times. I like restructured the chord progressions and stuff, and it actually goes for 8 bars. So like there's a lot of things actually changing. In the beginning, not much is changing, but then this like different chord progressions. Also this preset that I use, I think I actually sound designed it myself. It's pretty much just a sine wave. I really love this one. As you can see, it's a combination of a square wave. We have also this kind of whatever distorted sine wave. We have also this tooth wave again, which is again distorted and changed up. Obviously added 7 semitones. One of these oscillators are the octave is pitched down 1 octave, and also the square wave is pitched down 1 octave. We have also this little noise here. Also, you can see that every single time the note is playing, this bandpass filter is opening up. Also for the effects, I use distortion especially. So because this is a lo-fi house track, it actually got on an editorial playlist on Spotify. That has never happened to me before, which is actually insane. And I added this downsample saturation, usually with this kind of setting. Also the drive usually is at around 17%, because if you put it to 100%, it's gonna sound absolutely distorted and almost like a video game. And the lower you go, the better it is. So it's like around 70% is really good, I heard. This is too low, but 17 to 18% is like the ideal way of saturating this kind of sound for like lo-fi house. Also the mix is not 100% wet, it's usually at around 40%. Just to not have this like shiny high end that intense. So yeah, this is the main sound. Then obviously here from bar 5 you have those bongos coming in. Obviously. And as you can see as well, I worked a lot with like those automations. So this is a volume automation, pretty much, just like opening up slowly. Also the kick stops here just like 1 bar before the drop, and then when the drop happens, bam. So this track sounds really interesting because every 4 bars there's some different element coming in. For example, as you can see here, this little piv, delayed bleep, then also just a bar before 17, again the kick is just taking away, the bass is taken away, and then the hi-hat layer is changing. So the hi-hat layer is this one here, and then once we get to 17, the hi-hat changes to this one. So like this. And the cowboy comes in. We have also those vocals, which I got probably from Splice. And I think I just took the beginning of the vocal because I didn't like this kind of reverse part of it, so I just chopped it away. Then we have also this one here. By the way, please make sure to like it right now if you've gotten any value from this video so far, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that so far. So then we have the most dominant vocal coming in, which is the move to the beat, move to the rhythm.
Move to the rhythm of the beat, move to the rhythm that dance all night. Move to the rhythm of the beat, move to the rhythm that dance all night. Move to the rhythm of the beat.
Riser. So as you can see, there's like this little tech house riser coming in, and at the drop, this crash. Then the breakdown is here.
May I please have this dance? This is where opportunity meets chance, where purpose meets a plan.
I love this vocal here. So it's just this little part of the vocal that I wanted to throw in here, just like where this vocal has a pause. So like this one, this vocal comes in, then there's a pause, and then we have this other throw-in sound, and there's the vocal continues.
Opportunity meets chance, where purpose meets a plan.
And as you can see, the breakdown is pretty much very, very simple, so that we have this crash and the chord progression just continues very, very normally, but as you can see with a low pass filter, and just continues absolutely normally, nothing really changes. Also because breakdowns usually are made for energy being taken away and a bit of a chill part of a song, so usually then I like to take away specific hi-hats or specific shakers which have too much energy, so that's why you just hear those little, like the clap, some small hi-hats, and the beginning hi-hats of the whole song in the beginning of the song. And then again, because we want to create a little build-up, we add those parts in again from bar 41.
A new life, a new way,
just a little bit.
a new possibility,
Also
a new day.
Also the bass line with a high pass filter. How did I do the bass line? I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys actually want to know how I made the bass line. So
A new life.
the bass line is again it's a very dirty sound. Pretty much like just a sine wave again, a square wave, and a tooth wave. There's quite a bit of like processing done on the bassline channel. If you watch a few of my other videos, I'm explaining a lot of times that I'm working with the specific house music template that I created to jumpstart my production. So as you can see, everything is very well organized. It's everything colored. We have instrument 1 to 5. Actually, in my new template, I have 1 to 10 instruments, I think. We have also auxiliary channels and stuff, so everything is exactly how it is. There's already high pass, low pass filters, like all the plugins are already ready to go, so you don't have to upload them all again. If you want to get the specific template, make sure to go on gumroad.com. The links for that is under this video, and purchase it for just under $10. It's a really, really easy template. This is the way how I start all my productions. It saved me so much time. So if I did it and 20 other people bought the same template, you can be the next one, because it's just going to save you time. But as I said, for the bass line, I use quite a bit of processing. First of all, I use some saturation. Yeah, some saturation, some more saturation with the decapitator. And then, of course, we used a bit of LFO2 for the sidechain compression. Every time the kick is playing, this is ducked down perfectly to the kick. And then we have also a bit of compression to basically compress the energy of the bass to make it sound more compact, basically. Without it, it's not much of a big difference, but each single plugin serves a little bit of a purpose, and each single time you add a plugin and it adds to the vibe, it's gonna make the sound more professional, just a little bit. Then I also did this low pass filter, and I also thought that this needs a low shelf here at around 193 Hertz. So yeah, sometimes I like to low shelf certain frequencies depending on the mix. So the way I'm doing this I'm usually muting specific elements. For example, I just let the drums play with the bass line, or I just let the synths playing with the bass line, or then I just keep the drums and put all the elements together, then just the vocals and the drums, just to make sure that I understand the concept and understand how it sounds in the whole mix, because at the end of the day, you're mixing and using plugins to make it sound good in the whole mix. And you can't do this if you have 20,000 elements playing at the same time, because sometimes your ears just cannot process that many information. So you just mute certain elements and group them together, had just the drums play with the instruments, and so on. So we have also this little piano coming in. As you can see, there's again some more saturation happening. What is happening here? It's actually a flex piano, which is a stock plugin from FL Studio. How easy it can be. And then we have this highly downsampled shimmer piano. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of downsampling happening. Yeah, there you can see it creates this like little top end, this shiny top end for the sound. Also this little string here. Yeah, very highly, just to create some extra layers again. You can't really hear them, but all of them just add together and they just make so much sense. Dude, I'm actually learning so much in this video myself because I completely forgot all those layers that I added and they somehow make a lot of sense. But to be honest, in the beginning, usually I always write down this basic idea of the song, the synths, and then afterwards, I just add those layers if I think that it needs more time and it needs more throw-in sounds and more ear candy, and every 2 to 4 bars I add something new, something different, something taken away, something new coming in that creates this interesting feeling. The end as well is very short. I just played with this little ad-lib and just create a little pattern. Usually I like to play with my keyboard on my computer. Literally, my computer is literally like a toy. To be honest, when I made this song, I wasn't really that happy with it. I thought it was kind of boring because it was just a very low energy, minimal house or lo-fi house track. But then somehow, I don't know why, it just blew off and it just worked perfectly with the marketing strategy that I'm using. I'm using quite a lot of Instagram ads to, in the first 2 days, spend a bunch of money, like $100 to $200 in 2 days to get a lot of streams, I got a lot of saves, especially for those Instagram ads. And then after that, it just like grew like this, algorithmically it just like went up and I was like, whoa, what the hell? Like I didn't expect it at all. So I'm really happy with the support. I'm really happy that you guys also give me a lot of feedback because that's exactly the reason I'm making this video. I told you guys I'm not gonna make any tutorials, but in this case, I think it was necessary and it will definitely suit you and help you as well as a music producer. I'm also using my own Spotify playlist and running ads on those playlists to grow them and giving basically Spotify a lot of information on what is my music, what do people listen to after they listen to my music, so they kind of know what exactly your sound is. And now we're sitting at around 55,000 monthly listeners or 60,000, which is a great thing, I think. And I'm really happy about that. But yeah, thanks for the support, guys. Make sure to comment under this video what you want me to cover. Is there anything you still didn't understand? Is there any video that you still want to hear? I'm also offering one-on-one online coaching, so if you're still struggling how to produce professional house music or how to market your music properly, make sure to hit me up on Instagram and just tell me a little bit about your struggles, and I can definitely make sure to help you to achieve your success and to bring your music production career to the next level. Anyway, this was it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.